Whether if you're in Season of Strife or just entering it, it's important to know the best performing marches, in my opinion, in this season, considering the skill swap system and the lack of long range warfare. So, in today's video, we're going to be ranking the marches for every single troop, which are the best performing marches and best performing combinations you can utilize in order to get a proper advantage on your enemies. What's up, guys? Meower here, back with a brand new Call of Dragons tier list. So, it's been a while since my last tier list, and you know how much I love making these because they're always so much fun. I love interacting with you guys afterwards and hearing your different opinions and everything in between. So, before we get started, be sure to drop the like, don't forget to subscribe, join the Discord link in the description, and let's get this tier list started. So, of course, this will all be based on my opinion and my observations on the ongoing fights so far that we've seen in Season of Strife. Plus, of course, the new Mastery system as well has pushed some marches way over the edge compared to others. So, let's dive in and check which marches are performing the best for every single troop type and their replacements in order. So starting off, of course, we're going to be starting with the archers. So far, the queens of archers have not been dethroned. Magritte Zeta, even though they don't have long range warfare anymore, they're still absolutely disgusting. And I have seen some people utilize Magritte Zeta with Celestials. I don't know how it works, but it works. Don't ask me. All I know is that they use a mage attack artifact with that combination, and it somehow works. Plus, it has its own special talent tree. So, if you do want to see it, be sure to ask me in the comments down below, or just ping me on Discord, and I can help you out. Other than that, it could be an interesting video topic, but I need to see it more in action. But for now, Magritte Zeta are still the queens of archers. But I think the second best performing March so far is now Nico Kenara instead of Syndrome Frhagar. And the reason for that is, of course, the skill mastery system and the presence of Light of Sorland. Light of Sorland pretty much turns Nico Kenara into an skill caster on steroids, pretty much just nuking people with so much rage damage and rage skill, plus they're already built in counterattack. It just pushes them way above the edge, and they're actually performing much better than Cinder and Frhagar out on the field nowadays. Now, of course, I could be wrong, but this is just my observation so far. Where is Frhagar here? Oh, there she is. I think pretty much that's it for the archers. There is also Hoskanara, but I'm not liking Hoskanara much versus Nico Kanara. I feel like Nico Kanara is just a stronger version right now, mainly because you can swap out Nico's second skill and just become this counter-attacking rage cycling machine that just blows up people if you are in range and able to attack them. Next up, mages. The queen and the king of mages have solidified their mark. No march comes close right now this season to Lilia Velen with the presence of Light of Sorland, again pushing them way above the edge. And just the competition compared to these two right now is nowhere near close. There's always Bert Tohar, but Bert Tohar are just nowhere near as strong as Lilia Velen, as they don't have that one skill that just puts them way above the edge compared to Lilia Villain. So Lily Villain by far number one in mages. Bert Tohar way far behind. I wouldn't even say they're up there. I would just put them in their placements right here. As for infantry, we still got, of course, Gorish Skogul bulldozing everyone and holding the field, though not as strong without the rebound season talent. They're still very strong with the presence of Madeline's skill, and they have so many other options as well to put in there, such as the Makara skill, Madeline skill, and this skill. Pretty much anything that makes them tankier, stronger, do more counterattack damage, or survive longer puts them way above the edge as well. Madeline Nika, or Nika just in general, has also started seeing play now since you can augment her second useless skill and make her more usable, and Garwood can also be put in there to also replace his useless garrison skill with something more worthwhile, such as Fearsome Roar, and just make Madeline are with this tanky frontline wall that debuffs your marches as well, removing 20% attack from them, or rather 25% attack from them for 4 seconds for every single person that hits them. So, all in all, the Mastery system has definitely put some commanders back in action compared to others. But also for mages, I did forget about Lilia Thea, but Lilia Thea is just not as strong as Lilia Velen right now due to the presence of Light of Sorland. So let me just put Thea here as a replacement right above Bertohar. Lilia in general is just way too strong right now, especially with the Light of Sorland. The infantry, you put Madeline in there and you're just this counter attacking immortal machine that just doesn't die. For Cavalry, we actually have three super viable pairings right now. I can't really judge which is the best, so I'm just going to be putting Urak Tobin, I'm going to be putting Bakshi Emrys, and I'm going to be putting Theodore Ferrandel. So Cavalry is very viable right now and very usable. You can definitely get away with running three cavalry marches even. It's a very greedy playstyle, but it's starting to see some more light, especially now with the Wolf Woman or Wolf Hammer or whatever it's called. The Wolf Howl Horn is out as well and very obtainable. It's an overall extremely strong artifact that just makes any march that has it equipped extremely deadly and does insane amount of damage as well. So all in all, cavalry are starting to get pretty strong right now, especially with the mastery skills because they have so many synergies with so many stuff here. There's of course, as always, Light of Sorland. There is Quicken Blood. There is the Frostbite. There is Thea. There is Indus. There is just so many options for cavalry right now that it makes it hard not to get away with making some really supercharged marches. As for flyers right now, I would say like flyers this season are not the strongest just because how strong ground marches are right now. Plus the terrain out in the field does not really benefit flyers that much. It's not like there's not like really uncrossable edges that you can flank from or anything, and everything is just very accessible and very easy to play around. Like I don't know. I don't feel like flyers this season will have much impact other than, of course, the destroying flyers, which are Craig, which got buffed with this previous patch. We're seeing some people finally starting to utilize it, and the destruction goes up really fast, and it's pretty under heavily utilized. So I feel like more players should be using it. The same with the Staff of Profit as well. So many stuff has gotten buffed recently that just not getting the same amount of play as it should. So definitely keep an eye out on flying Wyvern Rider marches, especially when you're destroying, because you can 100% go over the cap. Atheist is still up there as well, and in this, of course, Atheist Thea or Craig Thea is still very up there, and there's always Ferondal Thea as well. So the options for flyers is still there, and they're pretty decent, but nothing like worth fawning over. And I think most of the epics have kind of fallen off a cliff. Garwood is still meh. In this is pretty good right now if you know how to use her properly. Me personally, I stopped kind of using her ever since I finished my 5 marches and my setups. So I feel like she does not fit my 5 march setup for now. But next season I might expand my marches and utilize more, and I think people should do the same as well because now that your commanders do not reset in terms of levels, it is much easier to make your setups from now and start working on them in the future in case you get stamped out and you want more opportunities to fight, or you just want to experiment, you want to be useful and do more stuff out of the field. Waldir is still kind of up there in the replacements. Pan, not worth. Alistar, not worth. Alwyn, not worth. Bakar, worthless. Eliana for meta trades. And Guanwin is kind of dead. But I think that is the tier list for now. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Of course, our dear friend Tiermaker always making these tier lists happen. I will make a tier list for artifacts pretty soon, and as well one for which commanders you should work on first, which should awaken first, and just update all our previously outdated tier lists because every season something new happens that pretty much changes up a few things here and there, but sometimes some artifacts get extremely buffed and they are completely bonkers. So I will definitely update every single tier list. So be sure to subscribe because you don't want to miss out. And I'm always open to video ideas as well. Um, Other than that, I think that's pretty much everything for now. If you have different opinions than me, please let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a discussion about it. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Join the Discord. The link is in the description. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Meow meow. If you enjoyed this video, click here to watch the next video. Oh, meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow.